So you think Bidenomics is working?
Well, I don't know what you want to call it. I look at what we've accomplished. Bipartisan legislation on veterans' health care, on gun safety, on marriage equality, on infrastructure, on chips, bringing semiconductor manufacturing back to the United States. I mean, these are real positive things.
Senator, do you think Bidenomics is working?
Yeah, I think Bidenomics, by any measure, again, I look at it, the middle class has been shrinking for, let's say, 50 years. You know, little bits of turbulence here and there. For 50 years, people have been earning less money. Go back to the 1970s and look what an hourly worker made then. Add inflation, and they're making less now. Whereas all the executives, the white-collar workers, they're doing way better now than they did back then. The workers got left behind. Biden has made this a priority, is to go back and help wage earners do better and have a better quality of life, and he's getting there. No one else has been able to turn this around in decades, and he's doing it. I think at a certain point, if he keeps pushing this, you know, from the bottom up and from the middle out, and it continues to work the way it is right now, I think people will realize it and say, huh, this is a different economic model, and it works. It works for me. That's what people are going to think.
I think the president is doing a great job. And here's where I see it. I do town halls back in Massachusetts, and I ask how many people either themselves use insulin or know somebody who uses insulin, and hands go up across the room. And then I ask how they feel about $35 insulin, and we got the whole group. They're ready to go. And it's like that all the way through. We're about soon to hit, seniors are going to see their out-of-pocket medical costs capped at $2,000. Again, back in Massachusetts, thanks to the biggest climate package in the history of the world that President Biden passed a little over a year ago, we're starting to see our green EV school buses out on the road. Junk fees are starting to disappear. Those are things that people feel every single day.
Here's what I think, stripped to its bare essentials, what Bidenomics means. It clearly means bigger government, clearly means higher taxes, clearly means more debt, clearly means more spending, and it clearly means higher inflation. Now, what's to like about any of those things? I mean, I understand why the administration wants to talk about Bidenomics and talk about the low unemployment rate. And I'm glad the unemployment rate is down, though it's been ticking up a little bit. The unemployment rate doesn't tell you nearly as much as the labor force participation rate. But the truth of the matter is that most Americans identify Bidenomics with inflation. And inflation is going down. Let me say it again. That just means that the rate of inflation is slowing. Doesn't mean prices are falling. We are stuck with these high prices. And when they add Bidenomics to the dictionary, I think the definition will be inflation.